A note with flowers, roses, wildflowers, and macaws in the background. On la vita è bella, life is beautiful. Roberto Benigni, he is the director. He participated in writing the script, and he is the um, protagonist, the hero of this fabulous story, a narrative about the Second World War, the Holocaust, and the ordeal of the massacre of the Jewish people and well other races that uh, the Nazis considered inferior or subhuman in some cases. On a side note, or connected with it, I've been reading positive psychology over the past few years, and I understand there is an experiment um, explained in the classic influenced by Albert Cialdini, the principle of authority. All people um, tend to obey authority. Most people obey authority. Some will not, but most do. And that's part of the explanation without going into the details which are in there in the book. It's not a subject of this note here. Um, the principle of obeying to authority explains why ordinary Germans did what they did. The experiment I refer to shows how people can apply, if told by someone in authority again, can apply voltage of up to 400 volts just because they're told so. And they respect the authority. They see this as a must. Returning. Um, Roberto Benigni, famous for his acceptance speech, before which he jumped over the chairs at the Hollywood festivity for the Academy Awards. He jumped and he was exhilarated, and indeed his enthusiasm was catching. He is Guido, and he has a wonderful life with Dora, his wife, and Josue, his son, until the Germans come to town, come to Italy, occupy Italy, and they gather, as we know, all the Jewish people, well, all they can get. And so Guido comes up with a game for his son in order to help him with this trauma, in order to protect him as much as he can. He pretends this is all a farce, this is all a competition, and at the end the prize is a tank. And at one point they have, I think, 667 points. When Josue says, "I don't want anymore. I don't like this. It smells bad in the concentration camp where so many people sleep together. It's so terrible." And his father, "Okay, let's go. But remember, we have 660. But if you say," and his act, he's an actor within an actor. He's an actor who has to play an actor. Or an ordinary man acting. In fact, that's very challenging, and he was acclaimed, deservedly so, for this role. Difficult. We can imagine a man who is devastated inside, but he has to be funny. He has to be serene, casual with his son, and he keeps saying, "This is the game, and we have to get points, and it's difficult, yes, but we are first in line, and we're on our way to win." And that's all to, as I said, to remove this prospect from uh, from his son, to He is anyway in a difficult situation, but the trauma he understands can be too much. He can be overwhelmed, destroyed by this experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, and so it's an unusual, incredible story, powerful, sensational. This is a newborn mensch at its best. This is a role model, a father who can find the resources to, as I say, to not think of his pain, not um, to endure all this, and with a smiling face, and not just uh, avoid a breakdown, but even more to act jovial, the happy man when he is outraged and demolished inside. So it's wonderful with funny scenes and terrible. That's this is what makes the film extraordinary. The fact that we were both witnessing genocide, humanity at its worst. We're faced with the question: well, what is the meaning of life if this happens? We know that Jewish people ask that. What is God? I mean, yes, there's a question of free will. Something bad things happen because we're not machines, and so we all have a choice, and then bad things happen because people make bad choices. It's not all perfect. We have to. But then this. So there's this huge question: how can people, mankind, do this? The explanation for ordinary folk was given at the beginning of this note: respect for authority. But then there's also comedy, like for instance, to end with the moment when the German officer comes in the big room with so many people and asks for a translator. And Guido says, "I'm the one," but he keeps saying nonsense. He's playing for his game for his son. In translating, he has no idea what the German says, but he just makes a one of the so many excellent comedy scenes in the film.